Dr. Wustari, okay, you may now start sharing your screen. Okay, now Dr. Wustari is currently an associate professor, okay, in the Universitas Bhayangkara, Jaya. Okay, and today's Dr. Wustari is going to share with us her findings about change leader across culture. So Dr. Wustari, are you ready? Dr. Wustari, you muted yourself. Please unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you, Dr. Wustari, and also you can see your slide. So let me pass the floor to you, Dr. Wustari.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Tan. First of all, please excuse my voice. I'm having cough. Yeah, so my voice is quite sexy. Okay. The topic that I would like to discuss, to share with you, is about the change leader across culture. Yeah. Why? Okay. Okay. This is especially not me. Okay. Well, we know that right now that the world is changing. Yeah. And the changing itself is very, very fast. So this kind of changes makes all the organization have also to adapt and to adjust, yeah, with all the changes. And one of it is making the organizational changes. In this case, when they are planning to make the organizational change, but the problem is research also shows that not all the plan change has been very successful. Yeah, even there is more than 70% of the planned organizational changes is not very successful. So in this case, we need a leader, yeah, a very effective leader to conduct the changes in organization. Meanwhile, we also know that we are in a society, and we are also living in a different type of norms and culture, yeah, which also influence the way people attitude as well as the way people behave. Actually, this research was inspired by the Hofstede that the two previous speakers also mentioned regarding the results of their research, that they say the Indonesian people is like this. But we know that Indonesia itself consists of thousands of islands and even consists of more than 1,000 ethnic people. So that makes me inspire me to conduct this, whether it is there is a one type of change leader for all culture, or there is a different type of change leader across culture. So the objective of the study is to identify the meaning and the characteristics of change leader from its ethnic culture, yeah, and also to identify the profile of change leadership from those various cultures in Indonesia, and also to identify the relation whether there is change leadership and local culture. Okay. The methodology, this is a very much grounded research. Yeah, I try to do the literature study first and conduct many interview as well as focus group discussion, because the approach is more qualitative approach. Yeah, and because when I'm doing this, this is in 3 years project. When I'm doing this, and it's then the later one, it's in pandemic. So I sent also some of the short questionnaires that I send usually discuss in the focus group discussion, yeah, to them to fill in, but not that many, yeah. So the data analysis, we are doing the content analysis and descriptive analysis. Okay, the participants itself, I'm choosing the purposive sampling. With the characteristic, the participant has been working at least 2 years in the supervisory level, has been experienced in organizational changes, and consists of many various backgrounds, maybe in the business practices, academe, employee at private organizations, state-owned, NGO, and so on. And I conduct this at the 17 regions and subcultures with 540 participants, and plus the participants, about 30 participants during the preliminary studies. Okay, the profile of the participants, there are 17 regions located from Aceh, at Sumatra, Medan, Padang, Palembang, yeah, so Northwest and South Sumatra, Jakarta as the capital city, Karawang, Bandung, West Java, Semarang, Surakarta, Yogyakarta, Surabaya, that's Central and East Java, Bali, Lombok, and Kupang, yeah, Makassar, Gorontalo at Sulawesi, and Merauke at Papua. The questions that I've been asking for them is, what is the meaning of a change leader for them? And what are the characteristics of a change leader? And is there any impact of culture on a change leader? And the last one is, what is the characteristic of the local culture? Because when we conduct the in each of the places, I went there, conduct the focus group discussion. So say that I went to Makassar, so I asked them, what are the characteristics of Makassar people? What are the characteristics of Medan people? Something like that. Yeah. So from those, yeah, I conduct the the content analysis, and then finally there are 3 dimensions of change leader that have been mentioned by them. One is the dimension of initiator or pioneer, which is the one who desires to make a change for the better organization, includes having a vision of the organization in the future. And the second one is implementer, is a change leader that can design organizational change, direct, lead, and implement, including also monitor, yeah, about the process of change. And the last one is coach. This is the different one from, I think, from other theory. This is the change leader that acts as a companion and a role model in accompanying the employees during the change process. As we know that the change process is not as easy. Yeah, so sometimes people need to be listened to be motivated to follow the organizational changes. Okay, so the result shows, let's see if it is, the result shows that all the participants, yeah, preferences, they are more preferred on the coach role. Yeah, although the difference is only 5%, yeah, between the coach and implementer. So only 13% they prefer change leader only act as a pioneer. but they need a change leader as a coach. Yeah, because they know that during the process of change, it will be painful. Okay. I also try to identify, yeah, the results in Sumatra. You know that. Yeah, this is from Aceh. Yeah, Medan, the other one. Padang. Padang is West Sumatra, and also Palembang. We can see the difference in here also. Yeah, the coach, yeah, the coach role is not very what is it? It's not very popular at Palembang and Padang area compared to the implementer. But you can see Aceh and Medan, they prefer more coach role other than the other two. Okay, I also try to see from Jakarta as well as the surrounding area that's in West Java. This is Jakarta and the other. And in here, we can see that Jakarta itself as the capital city, they need, or not they need, they prefer to have a change leader that act more as a coach, not only as an implementer or lead, yeah, because I think they know, but they want to be listened to, yeah. Okay, this one is very interesting because, like you know, in Java area, yeah, Semarang, Surakarta, and Jogja, Semarang, Surakarta, and Jogja in here in Central Java, those three are in Central Java. Surabaya is in East Java. You can see in here, Surakarta and Yogyakarta, yeah, they prefer more implementer rather than coach. But yeah, Semarang and Surabaya, they prefer to have a coach role compared to implementer. Why? I wonder why. Because this is really almost the same in Central Java. So my assumption is Surakarta and Yogyakarta, they are under wisdom. Sorry, they are under kingdom. Yeah. So the culture that they have, they are more what is it? More willingness to serve the king. So it's really depend on the king to lead, yeah, in whatever ways that he wants to do it. But if we can see in here, also the same in Java Island, but Surabaya and Semarang, no. They don't like to be really to direct, but they also want to listen to. Okay, Bali, yeah, we can see Bali and Lombok and Kupang, yeah. In here, we can also see that Bali also prefer to have a coach, yeah, rather than implementer, yeah. Compared to Lombok and Kupang, yeah, Bali I think is almost the same like Semarang and Surabaya. Okay, this is also I conduct in Makassar, in Sulawesi, yeah, Makassar and Gorontalo here, and also in Papua. Yeah, we can see in here that in Papua also they prefer to have a coach. In Makassar as well, but Gorontalo, yeah, it's a bit low in the coach, and they like to be more in implementing. So from there, it shows that culture, norms, and values play preferences, yeah, of the people about the change leader. In return, yeah, change leader also should pay attention to the local culture when conducting the organizational changes, because during the interview as well as the focus group discussion, there is also some discussion regarding the leader that do not pay attention to the culture itself, that the employee won't do the things that has been asked by the leader. So this research was conducted in various regions in Indonesia. Although the majority of participants prefer change leader as a coach, but this also cannot be generalized as Indonesia, because Indonesia, like I was mentioned before, consists of thousands of islands and subcultures. So future studies need to be done. Different culture might prefer different type of change leadership. Limitation of the research. There are still other, because like I mentioned before, yeah, there are still other regions, subcultures in Indonesia that needs to be studied, namely the Borneo, Kalimantan, and Maluku, and as well as some of this region and ethnics that I don't have the fun anymore to conduct this one. Okay, the number of participants for each regions were not the same. So the majority, the maximum number is from Jakarta is 60, but the rest is about 30 participants. And from this research, I also developed the questionnaire, yeah, to conduct the quantitative research. But right now it's still limited, yeah, the research itself, and the research shows that the change leadership itself cannot directly, yeah, influence or cannot directly develop the commitment to change, but they have to go through the mediator of psychological empowerment, so to make people empower themselves. So this is the role of the coach. So when people feel that they are empowered, then they will committed to the change. Okay, conclusion. Culture itself plays an important role in change leadership, as people might not have the commitment to change if they think that the leader do not care for them, including their culture. In vice versa, culture influence leadership style, and leader could also influence the culture. Thus, change leaders should pay attention to its culture when they want to conduct the organizational change. Recommendation: change is inevitable, and the success of change lies in the hands of the people and leaders. So change leaders should pay attention to the culture. So the researcher, me and my team, would like to invite colleagues from the Asian countries to collaborate in conducting the research together and develop the profile of Asian change leader across. These are the references. Thank you, terima kasih. Kopka, salamat po, ingat ka, and magandang. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wustari. The scope of the research is huge. Okay, it is amazing. Okay, to collect data from different regions in Indonesia. Yeah. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, okay, we have time for the Q&A, and you are now allowed to turn on your cameras, unmute yourself to speak to Dr. Wustari. While waiting for the questions, Dr. Wustari, would you mind to share with us your following plan? So what do you plan to do, okay, in related to this project?
Okay. Okay. Like I mentioned before, that I would like to continue first to continue to conduct the research in Indonesia, so we can get the 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 whole picture of Indonesia, because there are some islands has not been researched yet. And the other one, that, like I mentioned here, if there are some colleagues that interested in doing this research together with me, so we can have like maybe we have like a Malaysian change leadership profile, Philippines, Thailand, and we can see the similarities or the differences, and we can also identify whether there are some cultures that play an important part in that case.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Wustari. I received several questions, but allow me to read out the questions posted on the chat box first. Yeah. So thank you, Doctor. I'm wondering if there are any particular characteristics unique to a specific culture that stands out and contribute to the preference of roles of a change leader.
Okay. Well, like it was mentioned that according to how stated, we have a high power distance, right? And people usually, what is it? Very much, very much pay attention to the senior leaders, yeah, and if the culture is different, because in Indonesia itself, when I conduct the research by the Hofstede values, there are also differences. In some part, we have the high power distance, but in the other one, it's less, yeah, compared to others. And this also will have the influence with the preferences of change lead.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Wustari, for the response. And Dr. Jennifer.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. It was very interesting. I have a question about the type of change. Do you think, the type of change that the organization was going through, does that have an impact on the preference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very good question, because I think the last time when we conduct the focus group discussion, the type of changes is very much varies. Yeah, we have the type of organizational changes which is big, but the other one may be only like changes in organizational structure or changes in that. So I think that one of the things that also I would like to do the further research. Yeah, because like when I am using the quantitative one, usually I'm asking also what type of changes that you have in the organization. So we can also categorize in this type of changes, they need, yeah, this kind of role preferences compared to others. Thank you, Dr. Jennifer.
Thank you. I really agree with you. So waiting for the results. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Wustari. And we still have time to take one last questions. Anyone? Okay, so I see the questions on the chat box. Okay, thank you, Doctor. Why did you use content analysis as opposed to thematic analysis?
Yeah, because I'm using the content analysis because, well, maybe it's not really the content, but also in a mix with the thematic itself, because I categorize from the from the answer of the participants. Okay, this one can goes to the like This one goes to the coach, this one can go to others. First, we have 5 roles, yeah, but then when we add all the participants, so the 2 roles and then a goal, so we only got the 3 roles.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Wustari. Okay, there's another questions in the chat box, but unfortunately, okay, time's up. We have to move on. So maybe later, if you have time, I will invite Dr. Wustari to respond to the questions. All right, thank you so much. Okay, once again,
you.
yeah, thank you, Dr. Wustari, for. Okay.